Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of how to take apart your mechanical keyboard. This is part 2, how to put it back together. Now, first step of taking it back together, obviously, you're going to want to unplug your keyboard, as we do. Don't want anything to break, get electrocuted, probably won't get electrocuted, just in case. Unplug, unplugged, RGB should go off. Now, the first step is putting the key switches in. Now, so as you can see right here, these two, if I can find it, this one and this one, they already have key switches in and they're ready to put a keycap on. But these three things, they don't have a switch. The key switch cannot go over it, as you can see. Um, you see, it just doesn't click in. It needs a key switch. Now, so to do that, first step is to put the key switches in. Now, key switches in, if you look real closely, you can see there are two pins. So, some of your key switches may have 5 pins, two plastic ones, but you don't need to worry about those. They should be perfect. These you need to make sure these two metal pins are not bent. If they are bent, they will not go in and work, as you can see on the keyboard. If you look there, the two bottom parts, don't look at the main one or the two little side ones. The two on the bottom need to the pins need to be straight so they can go in there and work. So once you've made sure the pins are straight, if the pins aren't straight, you want to bend them with your fingers or something. Just if it has a really bad bend, the switch is probably broken. You won't be able to unbend it. Either you're going to need to go without one key on your keyboard, or if you have replacement ones, or you bought key switches and it came with a couple extras, you can put that in. Pack I came with, this is a 61 key keyboard, and it came with 65. So I have 4 extras if I break some. I've already bent like 2 or 3 building this keyboard. You're going to want to take these and just slide it in with your hands. I forgot to say this, but you do not need any tools. Uh, you might. Any of these tools right here, you don't really need them. If it starts to go in from one side like this, and it's not really going in and it's giving you pressure, you're going to want to take it out and make sure you push it in right from the middle so that all sides go in at the same time. So put in this last one, make sure it's not bent. So now, after all your key switches are on, you're going to want to put on your keycaps, right? So keycaps have these little plus sign thingies, and that goes, as you can see, the key switches have little pluses, and it goes over those little pluses. So you're going to want to make sure you have it in the right order. As you can see, the control, the FN, and this little one, I have no idea what it is. They all have the same size, so they can go interchangeable. For my keyboard, it's FN on the far right, then control. After you put it in, you want to do it a couple times just to make sure it's in right and it's not sticky. And then this little document one. Then you're gonna want to put in. Then I'm gonna put in the question mark // and then I'm gonna put in the shift. As you can see, the shift looks a little bit different, right? It has these two little things that look like key switches. These are called stabilizers, and these keep it from when you press one side of it. Say you press only one side of the shift, not the middle. The shift, to make sure the shift does not go like this. It goes straight down all the way. Um, all the big switches have it. I'll show you the space bar. It has them very spaced out. As you can see, I have a different switch on the space bar. I like a linear space bar. Uh, so you just put it in, and because they're stabilizers, not key switches, they are at the same height of when the key switch is pressed all the way down. That's why the shift has 3 of these, because there's 3 things it needs to go onto. You want to put the shift on, press down so it gets in the stabilizers, and boom, there you go. Then, to make sure it works, plug in, right? RGB should light up if you have an RGB keyboard, and you're going to want to test out these ones to make sure they work, all of the ones you took out. This is a great method for if you want to clean it, because dust gets under these keyboards and onto the plate, uh, or you're just bored one day and it's fun. It's really fun to take apart keyboards. They're like meant for taking apart. They have a bunch of things. Yeah.